What is going on, everybody? Today we're going to analyze the tape of the San Francisco 49ers offensive line with the emphasis on guys like Dominic Puni, Aaron Banks, and Trent Williams. Puni yesterday had a phenomenal game, and this guy has absolutely put it together. And I'm excited to continue to talk about this guy because Puni has now become, in my opinion, the best rookie offensive lineman. To me, the guy's an absolute superstar caliber player, and I'm not overstating what this guy's shown on tape because there are so many high-quality wins from Puni. And he's developed his pass pro a little bit as well, which was one of the things that we had kind of talked about the last time we checked in on him. But I'm excited to really get into this one. I want to show you guys this next snap here. This was the 38-yard run by Mason, the running back. Just a phenomenal job by Mason to be able to see the cutback lane. But we also got to give credit to the rookie offensive lineman. We got to give credit to some of the other guys as well. Just a really, really nice job by the guys up front. To me, when you guys watch the offensive lineman on this one, you kind of watch the flow of this play. You watch what the guys up front do. It's absolutely incredible. And we're just going to start with the rookie, man. This is why I think Puni is one of the best rookie offensive linemen at this point. The angle he's going to take on this is going to be incredible, all to get to the right side of number 17. Number 17 is a veteran linebacker, and usually veterans don't let rookie offensive linemen reach them. But look at Puni with the block here. I mean, it doesn't get better than that right there. That right there is arguably the best block you'll see in the NFL on this wide zone run. And the fact that he's able to hold the block and the running back hits it right off of that is so damn impressive in my opinion. You will never see a block better than this right here by any offensive lineman. I can guarantee you guys that. Just an incredible block. And it's not even just him. You know, some of the other guys up front also do a pretty good job. Jake Brendel, Colton McKivitz also end up reaching their guys. I think Brendel has probably a harder block than McKivitz, although McKivitz has to get in front of the long three technique. You'll see McKivitz kind of get in front of the long three technique here. Utilizes the butt block essentially, right, where he just kind of gets in front of him. It's a good job by McKivitz to cut this guy off. Brendel has a guy right in front of him. That too is one of the best run defenders in the NFL, and he's going to get right in front of him as well. So it's a really, really good block by the guys on the backside. But of course, Puni has the hardest block within this. Banks does a good job with Trent Williams. These guys are going to essentially reach over here. If 94 jumps inside, Banks takes him. If not, Banks makes sure to push him out, and then he's going to climb to the next level. In this instance, he grabs onto the safety here, and he kind of just takes him out of the play. Just a really good job here by the guys up front. And of course, the running back, right? The running back makes a couple people miss. He's able to see the cutback option. He hits that lane, and he has the vision to bend it back towards the right and pick up 38 yards on this one. And I also want to give some credit to Colton McKivitz, the 49ers right tackle. Although he has not been a great tackle when it comes to pass blocking in the past, he's definitely taken his game to the next level. McKivitz has been a lot better this year than he has been in past years, and I just want to kind of give him some credit because he's definitely shown some upside. You know, McKivitz might never be a guy like Trent Williams when it comes to his pass pro. That's really not his game, but the guy could have fine-tuned his technique, his ability to make contact with people, and he's definitely done that. He's definitely looked good in my opinion this year. So I wanted to just give him a little bit of credit because of the fact that he has definitely looked better. Run blocking is where McKivitz makes his money, and he's arguably the best run blocker for the 49ers offensive line. Like, McKivitz is that type of run blocker. Like, he's very, very, very solid. And when it comes to pass pro, we know he struggled a little bit, but he's definitely looked better so far up to this point. Check this block out here by the center. He's going to do a really good job reaching up to the second level, and you're going to pick up about 15 yards on this one. A really good job being able to make contact with the linebacker, sticking with him, and of course, pushing him outwards. I think Brendel's a very good run blocker. He struggled at times, specifically in pass pro, but generally speaking, it's a really, really good block. Banks also has a cutoff block on the three technique, but if you're not able to cut him off, the 49ers are going to teach you to just kind of push this guy out towards the right, which is exactly what's going to happen on this one. If you guys keep an eye on Banks, he's not going to be able to cut off the three tech, so he's going to push him out, and the running back's actually going to bend this back towards the inside. So number 90 sticks to the B gap, and then Banks is going to essentially just push him out. The running back cuts off of it, so really, really good job right there. 15 yards just like that. Let's get into the next snap. You guys, check this next run play out. You're going to pick up 4 yards on 2nd and 9, but you need a better block here by the wide receiver at the top. You're going to see that Aaron Banks on this one is going to actually end up getting essentially ran into by the defensive end. 58's going to jump through that gap right there, and he's going to essentially make this hard for Banks to get out there. You see right there, he essentially makes it hard for Aaron Banks. To me, as a wide receiver, you got to do a better job here. You got to get into this guy. You got to stop him from actually getting upfield because the tackle, guard all need to get out here and potentially lead block for the running back. You got to do a better job here if you're Brandon Ayuk. Not a huge deal, but I did want to point this one out. Although it does pick up 4 yards, I mean, this one had the potential to go. So to me, this block right here could have been a key difference in this play potentially scoring. Not a huge deal. Did want to point it out. Let's go ahead and get to the next snap. Check this double team out on number 97 and then the climb up to the linebacker here. Just a really good job by both Banks as well as Brendel. Phenomenal job being able to double and climb. Also a great job by Brendel to be able to recognize the linebacker that comes down. This play is going to end up picking up 4 yards on 1st and 10, but it's also going to get a 15-yard penalty on top of that. And I love that Banks is able to stick to the right side of number 97 here. That's a really, really good job by him to be able to open up that lane. If Trent Williams is able to do a little bit of a better job on 55, if he holds that block just a little bit longer, the play picks up a little bit more yards in my opinion. Not a huge deal, right? You still see that the running back picks up 4 yards on this one. Let's go ahead and get to the next snap. You got a really, really nice cutoff block once again by Puni. He's going to end up getting in front of the 2-technique defensive tackle. And once again, he's going to seal it off. And this is just perfect. The play here has potential, man. But Trent Williams has to do a better job on this one. To me, when I watch Trent Williams tape, the guy has so many great plays on tape. You know, he'll snatch guys down. He'll slingshot guys. He'll cut guys off effortlessly. And then occasionally he'll have plays like this where he'll end up not being able to stick to the block. Do keep in mind, this is a pretty good defensive tackle in Leonard Williams. Williams does a good job here, kind of generating that separation and then pulling Trent Williams forward. He's able to get into the backfield. But if Williams is able to actually stick to this block, I mean, this play has a little bit of potential. And the reason why is partly due to the cutoff block, right? Because that essentially is going to create that backside lane for the running back. It's not a whole lot, but this block here, you got a cutoff here. You have a guy cut off here. It's very difficult to do, but if Williams is able to steal this guy out towards the right, you have a potential lane right through there, right? But again, not a huge deal, but still, pretty good job by some of the guys up front. Let's go ahead and get to the next snap. Watch Trent Williams cut off 0 here. He's going to end up getting right to this linebacker. He's going to essentially try to slingshot this guy. I think it's a good block. He's going to end up being able to get there, but that's a hard cutoff, and he ends up getting to this guy. Now, the running back picks up 7 yards on this one. That's a good block right there by Williams to make sure that that backside linebacker is not able to jump through there. Also, give some credit here to the running back, man. There's really not a whole lot that develops on the inside, and he does a great job bouncing this towards the outside. And that, too, you see him break the linebacker and defensive end's tackles, and he picks up a pretty nice amount of yards. I felt like Grendo had a pretty damn good game yesterday. I know some people are going to say his stats were really skewed by that one long carry at the end. I disagree, man. Based off the tape, this guy was consistently picking up 4, 5, 6 yards per run. And if Mason misses any time going forward, I think Grendo's going to be able to hold it down, man. This guy looks good. He really, really does look good. He'll have to continue to develop, but, you know, he's strong, and you see that on tape. Like, he's oftentimes running people over. And more than that, he's fast, too, and you see that speed on tape. Right, so just a really, really good job. Plus, you know, do not overlook the fact that the 49ers have probably the best run game in the NFL. The offensive line do a really good job run blocking as well. This unit, you know, Kyle Shanahan's basically handpicked at this point over the last couple of years. And there's a reason why Colton McKivitz is the starting tackle. There's a reason why you bring in a guy like Puni. I mean, this block here by Puni, you know, I said that first play we looked at was probably the best block you'll see. This one might actually be better. It's a great job by him and Brendel together. Brendel makes contact with number 97. But look at him pass it off, man. Look at him exchanging with Puni. And then you see Puni ends up staying right in front of this defensive lineman. I mean, for a guard to reach a nose tackle, that's an incredible ass block, man. Because people don't recognize, you know, these nose tackles, they have one responsibility. And that is to make sure that this center is not able to reach and pass him off to anybody. This guy has to be able to stay within that gap. That's literally the responsibility of a nose tackle. And on this one here, you're going to see that exchange happen in the run. Puni gets in front of it, and the running back hits it right off of that too, right? So again, just a beautiful job by both of those guys. And then Brendel even ends up reaching up to number 17, the linebacker, after he does that exchange. I mean, it doesn't get better than that, right? It literally does not get better than that. And then, of course, on the front side, you got Williams and Banks. Probably one of the best left sides of an offensive line in the NFL. I love Banks. Obviously, he has losing snaps, and he's not perfect. But he has a lot of potential, right? He has a lot of upside. I think he's done a pretty good job. I think Banks, as he continues to develop over the course of his career, will be able to clean some things up. But you see him and Williams do a good job here on Leonard Williams. They're going to end up pulling him out of there and just kind of tossing him to the side. It's a really nice run right there by the running back. And it's a great job as well by the offensive lineman. Here's another one. Keep an eye on McKivitz on this one. He's going to double team, go up to the linebacker, cuts him off, and you're going to pick up another 7 yards. I mean, the running game of the 49ers is incredible, man. It's just play in, play out. You're consistently picking up 5, 6, 7 yards. And it's just executed well. It's blocked well. And I absolutely love what Kyle Shanahan has been able to do. You know, one of the things that I disagree so much with 49ers fans, not all of them, I know not all of them agree with it, but there are people that question Kyle Shanahan. And I think sometimes people don't recognize that Kyle Shanahan is one of the top 2 or 3 coaches in the NFL. People are going to say he hasn't won the big game. Kyle Shanahan hasn't been a head coach that long. You know, it took Andy Reid 20 plus years to win a championship. But we recognize Andy Reid as one of the best coaches in the NFL, if not the best. Kyle Shanahan's probably right there as well, right? He's one of the top 2 or 3 coaches in the NFL. But there are people that want to get rid of Kyle Shanahan. And I think it's crazy. You know, I watch a lot of tape. I've covered a lot of different teams. Kyle Shanahan is one of the best coaches in the NFL. And it's not close. The guy designs a really good offense. You can pretty much swap any quarterback you want. And, you know, Shanahan will most likely be able to find success with those quarterbacks. That's not the case across the NFL. A lot of offensive coordinators struggle. A lot of play callers struggle. You get quarterbacks that are the first, second, third overall pick that end up being bust because of the offensive situation that they go into. Shanahan does a really, really good job. And I think for the 49ers, it's just a matter of time until they actually win a Super Bowl. I know it hasn't happened yet, but you give it, you know, another 5 years, the 49ers will win a Super Bowl. It is very, very rare for a team to, you know, be consistently winning playoff games year in, year out. It's very rare for that to actually happen. Usually you'll see coaches have 2 or 3 years and then they kind of fall off. Shanahan's been different. He took the Falcons to multiple playoffs, took them to a Super Bowl, and then he came to the 49ers. He's had multiple quarterbacks. They've had success, and you know, I don't see the 49ers not having success year in, year out. Let's wrap this video up looking at the 76-yard run that Guerendo had. I wish he had scored, right? 76 yards. I understand why he went down, right? Because he was not tackled. At least to me, it did not look like he was tackled. I'm pretty sure he went down here. Maybe he was tackled. I don't know. But I wish he would have scored here. But let's give some credit to the guys up front. Keep an eye on the center here. You have a nose tackle whose job is to 2-gap, right? Don't let the center reach block. Don't let the center get in front of you. And the center gets right in front of him, right out of his stance, right? Again, I know Brendel definitely has some losing snaps, but this is a really good block here by the center, right? He gets right in front of number 97. And I know sometimes people question why Kyle Shanahan has this guy as a starting center. It's because of his run blocking abilities, right? It's because of the fact that he's so great when it comes to reach blocking. He's smart. He exchanges with his guards well as well. Puni does a great job on this one as well. Keep an eye on the right guard. The right guard's going to make sure number 90 gets pushed outwards. He's going to climb up to the linebacker. He's going to push the linebacker outwards. It's a great job, right? It's a great job by the guys up front. And Guerendo finds the lane. He's able to squeeze through there. And just like that, you pick up 76 yards on this one. Just a really, really good job by the guys up front. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, consider subscribing. We are covering the San Francisco 49ers. On this channel, we will be doing pretty much weekly, if not every other week, videos. We'll look at some of the defensive linemen as well. The 49ers have some pretty good pieces on the defensive side of the football as well. We'll definitely get into them, including Green, 2nd-round pick, phenomenal corner. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, consider subscribing, and I will see you guys next time with another video.